One more time for Monty, come on. There you go.
Hello. So I don't think you've really experienced cohabitation until you've lived in a truck with another dude. So when I was 19 years old and flailed out of college for the first time, it coincidentally was the time that my buddy the Dingo also flailed out of college. My name is Monty, so together we're Monty and the Dingo. Just to clarify. And we grew up in this little ski town in Colorado called Breckenridge. Thank you. So the flail out happens, we're 19, we're in Breckenridge, and our buddy Money T shows up from Alaska. If all of your friends don't have really cool nicknames, I would suggest doing that, because it's just funner to talk about everything you do. So Money T shows up from Alaska, and Money T's this kid who right after our graduation, high school graduation, drove to Alaska in his truck with his pink mullet and his Misfits t-shirt because Shane McConkey told him to do so in a ski movie. So Money T drove to Alaska, moves there, he got hurt in a car accident, has to come back and hang out with his parents because he's an only child and all this other stuff, and brings just like a handful of pictures from Alaska, shows them to me and the Dingo, aspiring mountain climbers. We're like, I'm in. We both of us work 2 jobs all winter, sell all our stuff, and move into a truck. 2 of us. And it works just like living anywhere else. You draw a line right down the middle. And this is my side, and this is your side. And it was my truck, so I got the driver's side. Shotgun, that's all the Dingo's stuff. And we're mountain climbers, so all you need is stuff to eat and climb mountains. So in the back of my truck, I've got a wooden frame, and underneath it, just enough room to slide your skis, a tote of climbing stuff, maybe a couple other Carhartts, and that's it. And then food. So it simplifies a lot of the cohabitation stuff that you argue about normally. Like, there's no bathroom to argue about. So that's not an issue at all. There are some downsides, like if it's rainy, there's not a lot of awesome personal space to hang out. We did have an ongoing epic game of gin rummy. So me and the Dingo pack up this silver F-150 and start driving to Alaska. We have a minor epic in the Grand Tetons, and the Dingo falls like 2,000 feet down the side of this mountain. He's alive, and we have to like carry him another 8,000 feet down. We get to the emergency room. His arm's like down here. They put it back in. Me and Money T eat some cold clam chowder. So at that point, Money T bails on us. He's like, I gotta go to Alaska, I'm out. He lives in his own truck. So if you live in trucks, it's like having a neighbor, except your neighbor can leave. It's also like, you know when you're moving from one place to another, and you're like, bye, roommate, we got to do that together. So we're in this journey. So now it's just me and the Dingo. He's in a sling. He's wearing glacier glasses, which if you're not familiar are really dark and have like a leather flap on the side. And he's on a lot of painkillers, so a lot of times I couldn't tell if he was awake or not. Sitting shotgun the whole way. And we did some really fun stuff. We met some hippies. I know you guys might think I look like a hippie, but this is all relative. We meet some like real hippies. They show us some hot springs. We're gonna go for a day. We like live there for 4. Life is good. We're getting close. We get to the Canadian border, and they search us. Which it's super fun to get searched if you know you don't have any drugs on you. You're like, have at it, Mount Meese. Hope you don't get dirty on my truck. I know where the spot's at. So we get to Alaska. We get like the border crossing to Alaska. One question: what are you boys doing here? We're moving. Good luck. We go to this little town that my dad's been freaked out. Like, what are you guys gonna do for work when you get there? What do you have no plans? I'm like, Money T said we'd get a job, which did not make him feel any better about the situation. We get to this little town. Within one day, we've talked to everybody in the town. There's 50 people, and we have a job. And we can live in this little cabin together, and we're eating staff dinner. And I'm calling my dad with a shit-eating grin like, guess what, Money T was right. And I have the most amazing summer of my life. It changes my entire being. I hike on glaciers, I climb mountains, I meet incredible people, connections that'll last a lifetime. And like we lived in tents, which was like a grade up from the trucks actually at that point. Which is an interesting thing. Like, you know the tarp setups underneath a lot of these underpasses here? That's our gig in Alaska. We're stoked on that. Tarp on a tent, that's good living. So I drive the truck down by myself, and I tragically get into a head-on car accident. Of no fault of my own, I get hit by an 18-year-old meth head in Canyon City. And he knocks my Ford F-150 20 feet backwards from the point of impact. And it's totaled my house. But they say I can keep the topper, which is like your house burning down and they're like, you can keep the roof, put it on the next one. And I did put on another truck, but that one truck was always where me and the Dingo lived for 4 months. Thank you.